Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit down because today we're going to be talking about Applebees. Also, do you notice something different about me, Nick?
Your hair?
Almost.
Your skin is glowing.
Colder.
Eyebrows. Your eyebrows look dead.
I have two eyebrows again, Nick. The unibrow sadly is gone. I was trying to see how thick I could possibly get it, but someone in my house, I'm not going to say who, woke me up with prying needles in hand. My unibrow's gone.
Well, it looks good.
Today, we're going to be talking about Applebee's. When it's time to hit the road and grab a bite to eat with the family, there's a lot of options to choose from. You can go to a cheap fast food establishment or maybe a sit-down restaurant for those who want a more elevated experience, a more traditional experience, right? But between those two is a magical third option, a place that claims to offer that high-tier sit-down service while still serving food for budget-conscious customers. This is where Applebee's thrives. At one point, it even became a very well-known restaurant chain that could hold its own against the other heavy hitters in the industry. But like any long-standing restaurant in these turbulent times, there are heaps and hurdles and challenges. And today, we're going to talk about the controversies, crimes, and crazy stories that come out from one of the most well-known American restaurant chains to ever exist. And I will say we are doing this again because for people who don't know, we did a ranking of all of the sit-down chain restaurants and Applebee's was dead last. It was dead last, and then there's been a lot of people that have been commenting it was a bad location, Applebee's is better. And I wanted to figure out, is this a thing? Did we just go to a bad restaurant? Are we gonna have to go back again and reassess to see, is it as bad as we actually thought it was?
Are you Meat Canyon?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. She said that she took care of you guys last time.
Oh shit, okay, cool. Right on.
So we know who you are.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, right on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
About the bourbon street chicken and
Hope they didn't hear what we said.
But after doing more research, the amount of shit that has happened at Applebee's, it's fascinating. And we had to dive back into Applebee's. We need to go back, and then we also need to explain some of the odd stuff. It's an abnormal amount. I imagine that's everywhere, though. But Applebee's, for some reason, I don't know. It just has a certain twang to it, doesn't it?
You want to tell how we almost got hit by a car?
Yeah, we were on our way here after recording the Applebee's video, and we were like, let's go get Applebee's again to see how it holds up. And while we were driving here, this car almost being plowed on the side of Nick. He was maybe going like, what, 80 and like a 40? Coming down that road, right? This guy, I'm not even joking, comes here. He got this close to Nick's car. Boom, comes around here, goes around the front. He does like that.
Yeah.
He does that, yeah. He did that, and then we're driving, he's talking to me, and I'm like trying to process what's happening. And I look to my right, and there's a full apartment complex that just burnt down. And I was like, and I was like, where am I? And then I got out of my car, and I'm like, and then I'm here. and then it's all accumulating to this. Yeah.
Applebee's is a franchise that has had many ups, my friends, many ups, and probably far too many downs. For a time, it was the family restaurant, one that sold medium-tier food in an environment that made people feel like they were at home. Something supported by their slogans, eating good in the neighborhood. Now, come on.
Yeah, it's good.
I will say, you know what, that eating good in the neighborhood makes it feel like it's a family neighborhood establishment, right? I'm hopping over to a small business. It's on levels. It isn't as good, but it's on levels of you can't out Pizza the Hut. I mean, arguably the greatest food slogan of all time.
I like, what is it? Buy that chicken from Popeyes?
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Yeah.
One of the laziest slogans. Love that chicken from Popeyes. That's subliminal messaging terrorism is what that is. Because in your head, you're like, well, I did say I love it. You know, when you hear the thing? Yeah, I don't know. I don't fuck with it. They even theme their locations based on culture in the area they reside in. Whether that's the local landmarks or college sports teams, some of their food can even be altered to cater to those local cuisines, which I will say, once again, subliminal messaging terrorism. You walk into Applebee's, like, yo, look at I love this team. This place, like, they like this community. They're tricking you. It's all a little bit of a trickery. That's why I like going into these restaurants, and they need to be the 54th Street Grill, just clutter culture. I love that. You have like boxing gloves up, you have posters of movies. As a child, it's amazing. It's the best game of I Spy you've ever played in your life, right? I don't know. There's something about Applebee's. It's just a bit deceptive. I don't know. Applebee's focused heavily on finding local, loyal customers who didn't want to break the bank to have a sit-down meal. They opened in 1980 and saw quick success, and by the year 2000, the revenue hit over $2 billion with around 1,000 locations. They eventually expanded into locations all across the globe. No way that works. This has to be an American thing.
I was gonna say.
Can you imagine going to Japan? There's a Japan Applebee's. There's no way. What would they have to offer? Things continued to improve all the way up until around 2015, when they started to realize that they were failing to impress one of the most important demographics, one of the most insufferable demographics. They failed to impress millennials. Locations started closing down, and they knew that the drop in revenue meant something had to be done to make themselves attractive in their eyes. The new CEO at the time, Steve Joyce, brought a bunch of ideas to the table, including the creation of one of the most dangerous concoctions to hit the American public, which was the Dollaritas. My friends. Hey! We want to give a quick shout out to our favorite sponsor, Gamer Subs, which we have amazing energy drink called Raw Meat. You need to pick that shit up right now. It is summer in a shaker, or hopefully one day a can, because they're starting to do cans in places, and it's delicious. Raw Meat, my flavor, is a beautiful cantaloupe watermelon mix that's just, oh, it's absolutely beautiful. We drink the caffeine-free version all the time. When it gets too late, because Gamer Subs gives you a little pep in your step. Pep, pep, pep. Also, if you like big tittied anime women, they have little tub shakers that have big, beautiful tittied anime women on it. So if you like that, they have shakers. Pick up a big tittied anime shaker thing. They like that. You like that? I know I do. If you head over to Gamer Subs right now, you can get signed up for some free samples. They're all good flavors. There's not a single bad flavor. They're all muy caliente. Mwah. They're beautiful. They're so tasty. So please head over to Gamer Subs and use promo code PAPAME to check out, and tell them that we sent you. All right? You're gonna get a little goodie with it. I think you'll like it. Back to the video. Dollaritas, depending on where you go, it's a whole different nightly experience. Sometimes it's basically just margarita mix in a glass, right? No tequila in there. I have seen some dangerous interactions with Dollaritas. But you don't know if Dollaritas, I think they might just literally be $1 margarita.
There's no way they're $1.
It might just be $1. They're probably like $5 or something. I don't know. They're a very cheap margarita drink that you can just get smashed on at some locations. Once again, it varies. Depends on how loose is the bartender's wrist. During Neighborhood Appreciation Month, Applebee started selling an assortment of margaritas for only $1, specifically to capture their demographic and emphasize their bar while upselling customers on their other food items. They were a massive success, despite being nothing more than a bottom shelf tequila mixed with cheap margarita mix, heavily watered down with tap water.
For
Right.
a buck, though, you can't complain.
I'm telling you, for $1, though, I'm telling you, I have seen some bartenders' wrists be a little loose, all right? And I tell you what, it makes a very rowdy Applebee's neighborhood experience. Many employees dreaded the Dollarita craze, as it brought all sorts of chaos to what were often understaffed locations. But despite some efforts like the Dollaritas being a hit, it didn't keep the millennials around for too long. It also started to turn off their local core audience, scaring them into fully giving up on this initiative entirely.
I like how that scared their core audience.
Which, don't get me wrong, Applebee's would occasionally get their viral moments every once in a while, right?
Applebes? Man, we got some mariscos going on right here, shit.
Like one that began in 2021 after a country artist, Walker Hayes, talked about Applebee's in a mega viral song called Fancy Like. Dare I say, it's the worst song ever made.
I'm gonna get a Bourbon Street steak and an Oreo shake.
Oreo shake.
For people that don't remember, this is the lyric. That's huge. The biggest song in every trailer park across America. In it, he talks about splurging on his low-maintenance country girlfriend by taking her to an Applebee's to get a dog shit meal and an Oreo shake. That's essentially what the song is, all right? Those are the cowboy boots clicking in, walking, little spurs on it.
I was gonna say, as a woman, that's the perfect. An Oreo shake, you got me wet.
The phlegm in your voice there. Oh my God, clear. What the hell? The Oreo shake, you got me wet. Good fucking Lord.
Would I take someone here on a date night and then also be like, let's get 2 straws and suck on this together? No, I
What
probably
would
wouldn't.
Allison say if you told her you wanted to do that?
She'd get pissed and she'd be like, I want my own. She'd be upset.
The song would blow up even more after Applebee's used it in an official advertisement, leading to people doing TikTok dances to the song, though many tore it apart for sounding soulless and purposely engineered to be used in a commercial, which is every country song of all time. Not of all time. I'd say a lot of them.
Name one that's not.
My name is Sue Johnny Cash.
Big iron, big iron.
The comments under the song are filled with Applebee's employees furious at Walker for being responsible for the song being played non-stop in their stores and being sang aloud by customers, which I already know there's some big old boys and some big old girls there doing it. Got the Applebee's on a day. Shut up! You guys are getting salads! No.
You know, Applebee's had the one in my town had beer pong competitions.
What?
Yeah, like every Wednesday we'd go. One time I trolled and the guy was very adamant of being like, "You gotta go under the troll table."
There's a troll table? What do you mean you troll?
Oh, if it's like
what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean?
when you don't make any cups, you become a troll. So you have to go under the table. And the guy was very adamant. He was like, "You gotta get under there."
I've never heard of that.
Really? Oh, yeah.
How do I know that he was like, you gotta get under there and you gotta pay me back?
Yes, sir. I'm a troll.
Suck this guy's dick while he's taking out a Dollarita. You're just slurping and glarping down there. Today, Applebee's is simply seen as a trashy mid to below, I mean, it's a below tier restaurant with microwave quality food.
Let's see that cheese bowl. Look at that. Oh, fucking, wow. That was lackluster.
Many people report getting intense food poisoning from their food with websites like iwaspoisoned.com, which is a great website. I think that's a great service. Where were you food poisoned at? Mark it down. Being flooded with harrowing tales of diarrhea and projectile vomit that I could only assume happened at the Applebee's bathroom. Many people post about their stories online, like one 18-year-old man who admits to shitting himself after drinking the exclusive Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bash drink at Applebee's. My God. The Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bash drink. Is that an alcohol drink? Is it like a slush or something? I don't know what the fuck it is. Here, editor, put up a video of somebody drinking it on one of their review channels.
Chugs drinks it.
Badlands?
Yeah. Oh. He's in the promotional.
Oh, he's the promotional picture? Oh, well, maybe I have to get a try. I love Badlands. Love Badlands. Hey, little Hunter's hidden stories from Hunter. I was gonna do a mug root beer cartoon. Do you remember this? Was this before?
No, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna have Badlands. He was gonna do it and everything. It just didn't capitalize. That was whenever the mug thing was big. Whatever. He was gonna voice the bulldog. He was gonna say, "You better give me that mug." It was gonna be great. I wonder if I have any of the audio clips because I think he sent me some lines.
Oh, really?
I think so. He's like, delicious. It was great. I fucking love his voice. It's so good.
Chugging the world, one bottle at a time. Badlands Chugs is back.
Badlands, I love you. Before he could sit down on the toilet and fully pull down his pants, a loose fart led to him covering his pants in wet shit. Also, sorry, Badlands, that you had to be followed up with that. How do we know also that? I mean, I would say that a clientele going into an Applebee's, today's day and age, Applebee's has got to have some gutty work biome that's not healthy. That's some nasty gutty work. So to blame it on the Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bunch Crisp, whatever the fuck it was called, seems a bit disingenuous. I think you should have maybe just had a tap water. Do you think that they have filtered, or do you think it's just straight tap?
Oh, it's just straight tap. They can't afford the filter.
Filter's pretty cheap now. A woman named Carissa Inget posted a video admitting that after the restaurant of choice was overpacked, they went to Applebee's to eat chicken tenders and mac and cheese. Wow. After 1 hour, she broke out into a cold sweat and began projectile vomiting. Then she proceeded to throw up 10 more times once every hour.
I threw up every hour on the hour for the next 10 hours. I could not even keep water down.
Yeah, the place we're going to go to is pretty packed, so yeah, we decided to go to Applebee's to get chicken tendies and some mac and cheese. Do you know what's the thing, though, that they don't show? The Applebee's CEO eating the food, kind of like the McDonald's guy. That motherfucker would scarf it down.
Did you see his excuse?
The McDonald's guy?
He like blamed it on his mom or something.
The McDonald's CEO blamed it on his mom?
Something like that. He blamed on like why he took a really tiny bite.
Good. I don't know. I don't trust him.
I had it. It was tasty.
What was it called again? The Arch Burger?
Yeah, the Arch Burger.
You liked it?
Yeah. I had to unhinge my jaw to get it in my mouth.
It was that big?
Yeah.
That's a big bite for a big arch.
What do you think of an Applebee's regular? What do you think they look like?
Slightly overweight, a little thinning.
Hair thinning a little bit?
Thinning, yeah. He's got thick hands. He's got some calloused fingers.
Is he, what kind of attire is he wearing when he's walking in?
Jeans and button shirt, the long sleeve.
A long sleeve button shirt?
But it's like a work shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is he going on a date or is he by himself?
He's got his wifey.
What does his wife look like?
She thick. She missed a couple teeth.
So when you, in your mind, a man going to Applebee's is just a thinning, regular, I mean, it sounds like a regular middle-aged man, but a female going to Applebee's is a fat woman with missing teeth.
I said thick, not fat.
You said what you needed to say.
Yeah, and then it's her 3 kids, not his.
You know what? I'm glad they're happy, Nick. Despite the kind of disparaging acts you're trying to throw on them. I think they're happy. While Applebee's markets itself as a welcoming family restaurant, some of their past controversies are less than savory, to say the least. Perhaps one of their most innovative ideas turned out to be one of their biggest missteps. Around 2012, they introduced Club Applebee's, a limited time promotion held mostly through Florida and the South. Essentially, regular Applebee's restaurants would turn into a nightclub after 10 p.m. Why? At specified locations, the restaurant would turn down the lights, set up karaoke, and even bring in DJs to create a full-on club aesthetic. Once the party was bumping, they would roll out special drinks and appetizers to keep people going into late hours of the night. It turns out that Applebee's corporate didn't intend for their restaurant to become nightclubs, and instead just wanted to get more people into their Bees late night, so more people would stay past regular dinner spots. Bees late night?
I guess that's what they call it. They called it the Bees Late Night.
Oh, Applebee's late night. Jesus Christ. But at the few locations where Club Applebee's operated, they saw massive boosts in profits and their stock prices, so they let it continue, even going so far as to set up full-on black light parties. Some of the images showcase women spraying whipped cream over their bodies and having it licked off by friends and strangers. I mean, why does fucking Club Applebee's actually sound like it's insane? I tell you what, those black lights though, after a while I'd be like, how do we know that ain't blood, semen, or piss? Oh, yeah. Like, it's ketchup. It's Sweet Ranch. It's Sweet Ranch. It's fine. It comes right out. Some people, unaware that this is a thing, tried going to Applebee's for a quick drink with their buddy, only to walk in and see 3 women engaged in a twerk-off in the middle of the restaurant. When they were sitting at a booth by a window, they looked out in the parking lot to see more women twerking in front of their headlights while some of their toddlers were in the car. Former employees claimed it was miserable working during that time, though sometimes as little as 10 people would show up, making it a weirdly depressing experience. Applebee's, are you ready? I'm about to black the fuck out! One worker said that around 2 a.m., a family of 5 came in with 2 of their babies to witness a group of people hammered off Coronaritas, screaming into a karaoke mic. I'm going to say this. Who in their right mind is bringing their children at 2 a.m. to an Applebee's?
A strong family. A loving family.
All the while, an old man was hitting on bartender while a couple was commandeering a big booth so they could grope each other in public. Fast forward to 2024, Applebee's locations in Minnesota would be in the news for a major E. coli outbreak that sickened over 15 people. They claimed that unfortunately named Oriental chicken salad was the cause of the outbreak and promptly removed it from all Minnesota locations. They had a salad called Oriental salad?
Oriental chicken salad.
Oriental chicken salad.
They could have called it orange chicken salad.
You could have just even called it like an Asian spring salad or something like that. You could have called it anything else. Oriental chicken salad. That's insane. How did that slip through? That's an offensive term. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think it is now. Oriental. The Orient.
According to reports, it was all the green cabbage in the salad that contained the E. coli, and that it was contaminated by the supplier and not by the chefs within the restaurant.
Yeah, right.
Sure, dude.
Only 15 people got sick.
Sounds like the goddamn Wuhan bat thing all over again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not us. It's just goddamn Chinese bats. In 2022, Wayne Pancratz. Hey, I almost said pancreas. Wayne Pancratz. I like Pancratz.
I like Pancratz too.
Sorry, Wayne, we're going to call you Wayne Pancratz. The executive director of operations sent out an email claiming that higher gas prices and inflation was a good thing because most employees live paycheck to paycheck. He said this would force them to work more hours and give the company the opportunity to hire more people at lower wages. This email was leaked and appalled both the staff and loyal customers. Multiple restaurants had employee boycotts, with some completely shutting the restaurant down. Others had managers quit and printing out thousands of copies of the email and plastering it all over the windows, doors, and tables for customers to see. Applebee's corporate issued a statement saying that this was not in the line with their shared value and fired Wayne Pancratz not long after. Yeah, this isn't in line with reviews. Yeah, fucking right, dude. All those greedy cocksuckers are just like, yeah, I mean, can we just make it microwavable? That's another thing too, the millennial thing, going back to millennials earlier. I feel like back in the day, the food was not that bad. Maybe not always fresh, but I think like almost all of it now is microwaved. Like almost every item is microwaved now.
Most of it is all pre-prepared.
That ball of pasta was crazy.
That's how they make it cheap. That's how they cut costs, where they're just like...
Well, that's what I'm saying is I don't think that it's a certain demographic of appealing to people. I think that it's just the food has just gotten progressively worse.
Is it good? I probably wouldn't recommend it.
And also now I feel like there's a thing where with DoorDash being more accessible, it's just a thing of like, I'm just going to go home or whatever. I don't have to go out. So I think it's just that.
Also, millennials get blamed for everything.
Yeah, Nick is a millennial is very upset by this. Yeah, you're welcome, by the way. We were the test rats for the internet, by the way.
You're welcome, Gen Z and Alpha.
Yeah.
Now we're going to blame you on everything.
Yeah, well, that is true. That's just what it happens. It's going to be what happens every go around. That same year, Applebee's would air a commercial of people joyfully dancing and eating food right next to CNN coverage of the Ukraine war, which showed Kiev being bombed alongside the sounds of air sirens.
and a little bit of chicken fried.
The company had to pause all ads on CNN and admitted that the advertisement shouldn't have aired. You know what? Actually, that was our bad. Where's this going, CNN? Give them the dancing one. They're going to be seeing all that sad footage. They'll want fajitas if they see that. They'll want barbecue shrimp and fajitas. Just put it up. As one would expect, Applebee's, like any restaurant, also had its fair share of crazy lawsuits. In 2010, a man from New Jersey went to an Applebee's with his brother to enjoy a steak fajita skillet. When the food was served, the brothers decided to pray before eating, but as they bowed their heads, one of the brothers knocked the scalding hot skillet into his face and on his lap, causing intense burns. Listen. When have you ever seen a fajita skillet that isn't basically on fire coming towards your table and they do hot, 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 and they drop it at your table? That's at that point, that's between you and the Lord.
That's a sign from God.
That's a sign from God. He's just like, you're not getting in. You're not getting in.
Stop right there.
I would become a Satanist right there. Is what I would do. Why would God do that to me? What kind of all-knowing, powerful God could do this to me? The man sued Applebee's, claiming the restaurant was responsible since the waitress didn't warn him the plate was hot. Wow.
Are you deaf?
The court immediately shot down this claim, saying that an audibly sizzling hot plate of food did not need a warning because it was painfully obvious. The burns also never left any scars, demonstrating he wasn't hurt that badly. Motherfucker was just looking for a little. I tell you what, that old bitch that got that coffee poured on her, everyone saw that. Everyone's a piece now. I still think that they like tossed it in the car.
Oh.
Here you go, you bitch.
I think the guys with the skillets were praying, I hope this works.
Well, yeah, exactly. All right, let's bow our head and pray. Yeah, like they go down like that hard to have the skillet flip.
Should you pray before you eat, like the food comes?
No, you pray when the food gets there.
Okay. Can I bless after I eat?
I think you should. I think it's only customary. Holy shit, that was bomb. Thank you, God. Or why would you let this meal be so bad? I'd like to just have conversations all day with the big man. Why not?
I wish he was there at the table with me. With
He
the
is.
Skillet.
No, he is. That's why I look over, I do, God? He's at the edge of the table like this.
He looks maxing at you. He's mogging.
I like to think that God, he's like deaf and he's mute. If you don't know sign language, you can't talk to him. So you're like,
Does he not know sign language either?
yeah, no, it's hot. It burns. He's just looking at you like.
He looks like he's about to cry.
You're like, no, why would you let that happen? It hurts. At a different location in Michigan, a 15-month-old boy was served margarita mix containing alcohol after the staff mislabeled the mixer. Oh my God. Once it was served, the parents noticed their child started acting weird and was taken to the hospital. After running some tests, the baby's blood alcohol level was over the adult legal drinking limit of 0.10%. For people that don't, that's a lot. I mean, it was trash. The parents sued the restaurant, seeking $25,000 for medical bills and emotional distress. That doesn't feel too crazy to me. I would have asked for way more.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Get my kid fucking drunk. Are you kidding me? 0.10? All right. It turns out that Applebee's is home to all sorts of wild stories. We've covered all sorts of stories involving people at restaurants finding insane things inside of their food. Applebee's is simply no different. One party was enjoying their meal from Applebee's when out of nowhere, a rat fell from the ceiling and landed directly on their table. It started bathing in water glasses and cleaning itself as they all watched in horror. I felt bad for the rat, honestly. Oh,
I'm so dirty.
Oh, help me. They won't let me leave. Over in Albuquerque, a woman bit into a slider only to find a large metal bolt was hiding inside. What? You got the Ratchet and Clank burger. It's a bolt. Come on. Eat it. Though their meal was comped, they were surprised to see that they began serving the same sliders to other people right after without checking to make sure there weren't any loose pieces. Also, how lucky are you to not bite into it and just break your goddamn jaw or chip your teeth or something?
That's happened with people.
Oh my God. Fuck that.
Someone ate a chip. Like it was like a screw or something.
Oh! Like a beacon in the night, Applebee's draws in all walks of life, which has resulted in some insane crimes. In 2016, customers were enjoying their meals inside Applebee's when out of nowhere, a pop was heard, and people began coughing and choking inside the restaurant. After 20 people were evacuated and 5 were taken to the hospital as investigators tried to figure out what happened, it turns out one of the diners was carrying a large bottle of pepper spray in her purse when she accidentally went off, gassing out the entire restaurant. Initially, the woman fled in panic, but later returned and confessed to her crimes. She was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct and agreed to pay $450 fine. Is that a crime? I guess it's just because she left, unless it was like an illegal canister or something.
It could just be like endangering people. people.
What if Applebee sold pepper spray? Because the clientele, it's like when it gets to the late night, when we get into half-price apps and half-price cocktails, we're like, you would need to have this for the parking lot.
Is there a pepper spray that's dual purpose that you could spray on your food and spray at people? Because how many times who's using that full can of pepper spray?
I think that's kind of the appeal of the pepper spray can, is that you can use it forever. I think they go bad though.
Oh, do they?
See, what you should do is, I think you're right though. You need to have one where it's like, well, if I didn't use it, I'm gonna at least garnish my food until, well, it's bad and you can throw away.
Have you ever been pepper sprayed?
Never.
I've accidentally pepper sprayed myself a little bit, a little spritz. One of the coworkers at Papa Murphy's, she had pepper spray on her keychain, and I was messing with the keychain, and I twisted it, and it gave a little spicy.
I like how almost all these stories are you like trying to like playfully flirt with a woman, is like how you're like, and then I don't know, that's why my testicles got cut off. I don't know why it happened. It did. Just a little bit of my testicle. Just a little bit of my testicle got cut off. Over in Wisconsin, a man brought something into the restaurant that was so dangerous it could have leveled the entire building. God damn. Matthew Arnst brought his bike into a local Applebee's and began yelling slurs and cursing at children out of nowhere. When a cook told him to leave, Matthew heaved his bike over the counter and struck the chef in the stomach before running out of the building. The manager locked all the doors and called the police to alert them of what just happened. Matthew didn't make it far and was spotted drunk carrying his bicycle when police spotted him and found a quarter stick of dynamite inside of his backpack. What the fuck? After his arrest, police reported that he began threatening police investigators. Also discovered he was responsible for throwing a rock at a grocery store window weeks prior. Motherfucker, he was just begging to get caught. Today, Applebee's is still going strong, though a sizable amount of them have closed down in recent years. It's likely never going to be held in high regard again. I mean, I don't think it really ever was, but it remains a staple for people who want cheap, mediocre food at a spot they find comfortable and familiar, which I will say, it's just the fucking worst out of all of them. Even Chili's is like, there's so many other sit-down restaurants where you're like, this is garbage food, but it's convenient, it has like a big open space. I mean, I don't know, it's like close to me, right? I don't know. I mean, last time we ranked it, I mean, it was the worst. I think we got to go back and see how it is again. How was it? I don't know.
It's forgettable. I don't think the needle has moved at all on it.
The appetizers are good. And my burger...
It was good. Also, it helps whenever there's not... We didn't do 9 in a row, or it wasn't our third one. So, you know, all in all, like, I would not willingly be like, oh, Applebee's, let's stop. That, I mean, it wouldn't happen. But to be fair, I wouldn't do that with any of them, really, if I'm being completely honest.
We almost risked our lives to eat Applebee's today.
We almost died. I'm legitimately still shaken up about that, so I don't really care. I'm just happy to be alive right now. If anything, that's probably what made the quesadillas taste better, too.
I was going to say, yeah. I will
being
say
alive.
The shake came out the same way it came in.
Oh, a little Olivia and an unflinching courage. Okay, and a 3-3 golem. Didn't make my money back, but at the same time, I got good cards.
Did you have fun opening them?
I had a blast opening them.
That's all that matter does. We got a full belly of Applebee's and a full belly of Applebee's.